Alright, and welcome back to episode 34 of this Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel playthrough. Last episode we did a lot of talking and deciding on like which deck to go next for, and also the method of how to decide which deck to go next for. Yeah, and with that we actually came to the conclusion that the ideal deck to go for right now would be the Sacred Beasts, in terms of how easy they are to get from the secret pack, and also in terms of how many ultra rares slash super rares we need. So yeah, but for that we will need a lot more gems. So this will be something for further in the future. But for now, then we can definitely go for some solo plays and continue, because we actually we only have the Gears of Justice left, where we have the half done basically of this gate. But we will need some more of any of these arts, probably like this one or this one, to continue on this path. So we actually have 3 more left, which we have not even touched, and I would say without further ado, let's get into this next gate. So this is a new gate, and it will be Dinomist monsters apparently. The Dinomist are monsters, so apparently this is a plural word. The Dinomist are monsters that are both powerful in battle and ironclad defenders against destruction. Ooh, survive the fiercest battles with the power of steam dragons. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard of this. I've heard of the Dinomist archetype, but I do not know what it's about. Like, I do not know the mechanic and everything of the deck. But that's actually... Oh, okay, so it's Pendulum Summoning. Okay, then I guess this will be interesting. I guess it will be a very big learning experience for me, at least. And I hope perhaps you guys watching will learn a thing or two as well. The steam dinosaurs of uncharted lands. A great river rushing with pristine water, a forest inhabited with a bounty of creatures, a volcano brimming with boiling lava. Oh, that's some interesting nature. Those are unexplored lands full of the wonders of nature. Therein, creatures with their own unique ecology live. Mechanical dinosaurs. Ah, that's why I didn't know these. These are all pendulum monsters. Known as Dinomists, their novelty lies in the steam engines that power their hulking forms. The key to their survival in that great wilderness is that their bodies are suited to harsh environment. This time, let's take a closer look at the shrouded ecology of the Dinomists. Drifting with the gentle flow of the river is the long-necked Dinomist Plesiosaur. Okay, that's not a dinosaur that I know. Like, not a common dinosaur name, type or something. It derives its energy from water absorbed through a pipe in its tail. Not only is stabilizing energy produced by its hover units supporting the beast's own weight, the balance between the water imbibed and the steam released prevents flooding of the river. Okay, interesting. As a result, land-dwelling companions are protected from potential flood damage. Flying freely through the great skies is the winged Dinomist Pterodon. Ah, okay, so this is supposed to aim at Pterodon. Okay, cool. So I guess, by the way, the P is silent in that word, so I'll try to pronounce it and try to remember whenever I read that word. Turbines on both wings collect moisture in the air and generate energy for high-speed flight. The water vapor released is cooled by the atmosphere, turning into rain clouds and hydrating the earth. Among the known Dinomists, those in the waters and the skies are a rarity. Next, let's take a look at many Dinomists that dwell on the land. Alright, okay, so we have some Dinomist monsters, and we got Stegosaur. Okay, so this is a completely new thing for me, but we will try to get into it. These are scales, apparently. 3 scales, but yeah, we'll have to find that out. It's something has to do with the level. We got a really short introduction to this in one of the first episodes. If another Dinomist cards you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card, you can destroy this card instead. And it has a pendulum... No, wait. So the Pendulum Effect and Machine Pendulum Effect. If another Pendulum monster you control battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, you can destroy those monsters. Okay. We will learn a lot here, I think, because I'm really not experienced with it, and this will be interesting. Let's take a look at what makes a Dinomist deck unique, and some of the basic strategies it uses. Alright, let's go into it. This is a practice, so I didn't take a look at the deck yet. because first I have to understand what the difference is between those two effects that we just read, like in different places. Alright, let's go. What makes a Dinomist deck unique? Many Dinomist monsters have effects that help you in battle, and pendulum effects that protect their fellow monsters from being destroyed. Unleash the power of cards like Dinomist Rex when you tribute other Dinomist monsters. You can also perform pendulum summons to make sure that you have plenty of monsters to tribute. Okay. This sounds rather interesting, because pendulum summoning could apparently drop a lot of monsters on the field. I also remember from the episode in the early stages of the series that actually we had like a message that said that you can only this was more like normal summoning and not special summoning, whereas you could only do it once per turn, something like that. But then we still pendulum summoned multiple monsters at the same time. So I hope we will actually clear that confusion up, for me at least. Activate Dinomist Plesios and Dinomist Stegosaur. Okay, so Stegosaur is actually finally a dinosaur that I'm familiar with, as spell cards. Okay, so you can activate them as monsters or spell cards. You have the choice to do so. Okay, so wait, let's read these things first. So it's basically a machine pendulum effect. It could be normal apparently also. So its monster effect is if another pendulum monster you control battles an opponent's monster. After damage calculations you can destroy those monsters. Okay, this is the monster that we just got actually. And its pendulum effect is if another Dinomist, so pendulum I'm assuming now. If its pendulum effect would be if it is treated as spell card. If it's treated as a monster card, it would have the top effect, and it would not have the other effect. Basically, if it's a spell, it would not have the monster effect, and vice versa. That's what I'm assuming right now. Okay, pendulum effect. If another Dinomist card you control would be destroyed by battle, or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. Alright, Dinomist Plesios. All face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each Dinomist card you control. Mediocre, but wait, this is level 4, this is level 4. Okay, sure. Once, while this card is in your pendulum zone, you can negate an activated card effect that targets another Dinomist cards you control. Then destroy this card. Then destroy this card. Okay, that's quite harsh. Yeah, give me a second. This is its normal effect, and its pendulum effect is over here. Okay. Its monster effect is if this card. Wow, there's so much text on this card. Oof. If this card attacks at the end of the damage step, you can. Oh, it's a level 5. At the end of the damage step, you can tribute one other Dinomist monster, then activate one of these effects. This card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row, and if it attacks the defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Okay, interesting. Shuffle one card from your opponent's hand at random or their side of the field into the deck. Wow, that's really strong. That effect is super strong. I love it. Then this card gains 100 attack. Wow, that's super strong. Its pendulum effect though is once while this card is in your pendulum zone, you can negate an activated card effect that targets another Dinomist card you control, then destroy this card. Okay, so that's the same pendulum effect as this. And this is also with destruction, basically it prevents some destruction, but it's not the same effect. Okay, let's read this one, also a level 5. You can tribute one other Dinomist monster, then activate one of these effects. And this had also, if this card attacks at the end of the damage step, you can tribute one other Dynamite. Okay, so you have to tribute Dinomist monsters though. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. That's pretty good. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Both are pretty good, honestly. Pretty good effects, but you have to tribute the Dinomist monster, so it really depends on how difficult that ends up being. If another Dinomist card you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. So that's the same pendulum effect as this card. Okay, so let's see what they want us to do. They want us to P-scale, pendulum scale. You could either summon it, activate as spell card. So you have two options. You could either set it as a normal monster, or as a monster, as you would do with an effect monster, any monster basically. You could summon it as a monster, but the additional thing that's here is the P scales. I don't know what P stands for, but select position for Dinomist Stegosaur. So apparently it didn't matter. We tested this in the first episode actually, where we, not the first, but basically one of the first episodes where we tried out the multiple summoning mechanics. It doesn't matter if you have, we had 1 and 8 basically, and then you could summon monsters between level 1 and 8, but it didn't matter whether you have 8 or 1, that wouldn't matter. So basically as long as there's a gap and there's numbers on the left and the right side, basically. Okay, so let's put this on the left, I guess. This is a 3, by the way, and this says 6. Okay, so any monster between those levels, not including. So it would not include level 6, and also not level 3, but 4 and 5. Luckily, these are both 5. So, okay, sorry, too much talking, let's go. So, now, Pendulum Summon the 2 monsters. Okay, so you will need a lot of cards in your hand, though. Pendulum Summon, Pendulum Summon. Select monsters to special summon. Okay, I guess both, yeah, sure. Ooh, this is what Pendulum Summon looks like. Ah, so we summon them as monsters, not as pendulum cards, basically. Put it here, why not? Dinomist Rex. Yeah, so I don't know, I do not see, did we use a normal summon anywhere here? I'm not sure yet. Activate the effect of Dinomist Spinos and attack twice. Okay, so we can tribute one, so it grays it out, that's really nice, thank you game. Tribute one other Dinomist monster, could it be this one? Or not? Or do you have to tribute this one? But okay, let's see. This card can attack your, make a second attack during each battle phase. That's the card that's the thing they want us to do, yeah, sure. So we cannot tribute these, we have to tribute another Dinomist monster, and this is only a monster, these are spell cards, basically. It goes, what? What? It goes back to our extra deck? Is this an extra deck card? No, this goes in our main deck, right? Attack your opponent's life points directly. Okay, well, we have a lot to learn here, I noticed this. Let's see what the face down card is. Why did he put down a face down card in the first place then? Okay, that was just to scare us for nothing. But alright, nice. We actually made that. Victory against Steam Dragon March. Alright, so we have some things to figure out still, but I hope we will learn a lot in this duel. Let's try to go for it. Your opponent doesn't have an extra deck, so they may find it difficult to summon monsters with over 3000 attack. Take full advantage of Synchro and XYZ summoning to bring out monsters with high attack and turn the duel in your favor. When attacking, be mindful of cards like Dinomist Eruption, which activate when a Dinomist monster is destroyed. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go for it. So we will have to combine everything. I see that it goes in order. Apparently we got Synchro Summoning at the start, then we learned about XYZ Summoning, and now we learn about Pendulum Summoning, and they want us to combine all of it. Already in this first duel of the, basically first real duel. So okay, we have to read this a little bit. Hold up. Okay, let's let him make a list place first, otherwise we won't be able to read anything anyway. Okay, so he first activated this. Yeah, sure, let's draw a card. When this card is activated, add one Dinomist monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, that's a pretty good card. That's already a search. That's basically the Rhoda card that I was talking about, but then archetype related, and also it has an extra effect, so that's really good. Once per turn, if a Dinomist card is added from the field to your extra deck. Okay, so that happens. Okay, well, we will get to that in a little bit. If that happens, add one of those cards to your hand. Okay, so it seems to me as if a pendulum monster leaves the field, it goes to your extra deck or something. Sure. Okay, that's good to know. He added a card to his hand. He put Pendulum Summoned card here. So this is Rex. Okay, while this card is in your Pendulum Zone, you can negate an activated card that targets another Dinomist card you control. Then destroy this card. Okay, so it basically, that's basically a protection effect of some kind. This monster is Terran, haha, Dinomist Terran. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add one Dinomist card from your deck to your hand. Why does it have increased attack? Because it probably. All Dinomist monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense, but we also have Dinomist monsters, so thank you for this field spell. If a Dinomist monster you control battles, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Okay, that's decent. We can start with Raigeki and destroy his monsters, a single monster, but I'm not sure if that's necessary. Okay, so this is a really good card. Let's read the rest of the cards as well. We'll try to devise a strategy for this, because, okay, so we also have to pay attention to the pendulum scales, because we want to have as big, like the biggest gap or something as possible between the pendulum scales. This is 3 and 6, for example. That already means that we have 4 and 5 basically only. Then we can, yeah, special summon these monsters. So, okay, well, let's read them. All face-up monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each Dinomist card you control. So that's if you normal summon it as a monster. But yeah, you can only normal summon once. So, okay. Its Pendulum Effect though is once while this card's in your Pendulum Zone, you can negate an, so it's basically the same effect as that card. Alright, when this card destroys an opponent's monster, that's the same card as he has, okay? And it has a Pendulum Effect. If another Dinomist card you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. Okay, so I guess you will want to have in the Pendulum Zone like this effect and this effect, not two of the same effects. That would sound a little bit weird. Okay, so this is Brachion. That's from Brachiosaurus. That's also a famous dinosaur, I guess. So if you do not control Dinomist Brachion in your monster zone, and your opponent controls a monster that has the highest attack on the field, even if it's tied, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, it's a free special summon, but it doesn't have any effect on the field. Then it's only 2000 attack. Plus 300 because we also get 300 attack and defense. Alright, it also has a Pendulum Effect. Once while this card's in your Pendulum Zone, you can negate and activate it, so it's the same effect as this, yes. Then we have Rex. If this card attacks, okay, we already read this, but let's read it again just to be sure. This card attacks at the end of the damage step, you contribute one other Dinomist monster. Then, activate one of these effects. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, this card can attack an opponent's monster again in a row. If it attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. Okay, and he also has this shuffle. Okay, so I really like this card. This is a really good card. Shuffle one card from your opponent's hand at random or their side of the field. So it's a choice into the deck. Then this card gains 100 attack. So it's really not about 100 attack, but oh well, why not, right? We can also add one card to our hand. I'm not sure if this is smart to do. Yeah, I think we will do that because we will eventually tribute one of our Dinomist monsters to activate this guy Rex, his effect. So let's activate this first because then we have once per turn, if a Dinomist card is added from the field to your extra deck face up, add one of those cards to your hand. So we will definitely do that. And we can also see what's in the deck actually. We have some Dinomist monsters, nice. Stegosaur, we don't have this in our hand. If another pendulum monster you control battles an opponent's monster, yes. After damage calculation you can destroy those monsters. Okay, if another Dinomist card you control will be destroyed by battle card effect, you can destroy this instead. Okay, so this is the instead effect, and you also have the negate activation effect. This has from this card. Okay, this is on the field, and we have this in the hand. For all monsters, this is Ceratops. That's also a dinosaur. Because it's on a picture. I guess it's Triceratops. That's basically the monster it's related to. Okay. If all monsters you control are Dinomist monsters, minimum one, and none are Dinomist Ceratops, okay, you can special summon this card from your hand. So they do collide with each other basically. You don't want two of the same monster in the hand, because this other monster also had the same thing. If you don't control, you can special summon this card. Okay. I'm sorry, let's keep reading. Ceratops. So you don't want to have that, but you do want to have another Dinomist monsters, then you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so similar effect. And this also has the destroy this card instead effect. Then we have Spinos. Ooh, Spinosaurus. You can tribute one other Dinomist. Oh wait, let's look at the levels. These are 4, 5, 4 and 5. So we want 3 and 6. Like the pendulum skills 3 and 6. These are all 6. This is 3. Okay, so that's well done, I think. The pendulum skills are all 3 and 6, and then the monsters levels are 4 and 5. Okay, so that's well done. Alright, let's read Spinos. You contribute one other Dinomist monster, then activate one of these effects. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. We read this one already. In the practice battle, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. He has 2500 attack, so that's really good. We just saw that in the practice battle. So face heals, we read this one as well, I think. All face of monster your opponent control lose 100 attack and defense for each Dinomist card you control. That's not a lot, but it could make a difference. And this also has negate and activated card effect, so that's that Pendulum Effect. Banish any monster destroyed by battle with a Dinomist monster you control. Wow, love the effect. It's not strong, I think, against this, but because I'm not sure yet what happens if a pendulum monster dies. But we will have to see. I figure it would only go to the graveyard, but yeah, and these don't have an effect in the graveyard. But otherwise, this would be an incredibly strong effect. There's also a negate activated card effect that targets, so you can only basically target protection. If you do not control Brachion, we have this in the hand, and this is Rex. Okay, so then we actually read all the cards. I think we're gonna add this card to our hand, or the special summon. This because this is actually a free special summon. But that's it basically. It's only a special summon. It doesn't do anything else. Yeah, but it does have quite some attack. So let's add that to the hand. Let's just not think too hard on the first time. So we use these two guys as pendulum skills, so they have different effects as well. That's different pendulum effects as well. So that's pretty good. We will put this here. We will put this here. I hope I'm doing this correctly, by the way. Then we will actually start to pendulum summon. I think we can just pendulum summon them all. They don't have to have special summon effects, I feel. But oh well, yeah, why not, right? Let's pendulum summon them all. Okay, the pendulum swings around them, and they're gonna be in face of attack position, all of them. I really hope his face down spell doesn't do or mess with our plans. Okay, so they all get plus 300 attack. If this card attacks, so only after this card attacks, we can use its effect. So yeah, then I would definitely say, oh, there are actually XYZ summons. We should read this. Is this a no? Heavy Metal Foes, Mecha Phantom Beast. Okay, so those are not interesting. Heavy Metal Foes, Kriston. Oh, this is a really famous staple card actually, because it 2 monsters including a tuner. It's super general, I guess. Generic is the word. So it can use any materials basically. And I never read its effect, so I'm curious just to read it actually. This card is Link Summon. You can special summon 1 level 3 or lower tuner from your hand or deck in defense position. Ah, that's why it's good. That's basically enough. But it cannot activate its effect this turn. That's perfect, but yeah, it's on the field, and that will allow you to go into more plays, basically extra deck plays. During your opponent's main phase, it has more effects, can you imagine? During your opponent's main or battle phase quick effect, you can banish this card to control. Special summon 1 tuner synchro monster from your extra deck. Ah, so there are also synchro monsters which are actually tuners. This is treated as a synchro summon, yes. Okay, so you can basically cheat out a monster from your extra deck then. I'm not sure what a good target would be, but okay, that's interesting. Mecha Phantom Beast, no. Burrow Sword Dragon. Okay, we will not use those cards. Number 27. Nope. Yeah, that's the thing. None of these. Ah, yeah, they are machine monsters. Okay, so that is a good thing, honestly. They are machine monsters. This is not a machine monster. 2 pendulum monsters. Okay, so this might work actually. 2 pendulum monsters. So this is pretty good actually. Like it does work with the deck pretty well. This is a machine monster, dragon monster. What does this have to do with this deck? I think eventually, and also this. There are not many level 4s, right? Oh yeah, there are. The smaller guys are level 4s. So yeah, we would have to read through all of these actually also. 2 level 10 monsters, can we even make that? Once per turn you can attach, this is a famous card as well. 2 level 10 monsters, once per turn you can attach 1 material from this card and inflict 2000 damage to your opponent. So it's basically a last option burn card. 3 level 11 monsters, oh my god. Can we even make that though? 2 level 12 monsters, are these tuners? No, they're not tuners, so how would we synchro summon them? Or is that's the Crystron Helpy Fibrex thing. Discard synchros. If this synchro summon monster would be used as synchro material, 1 monster in your hand can be used as one of the materials, unaffected by other monsters' effects. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner pendulum monster. Okay. Once per turn you can target 1 pendulum monster on the field or 1 card in the pendulum zone. Destroy it. That's at the opponent's side perhaps. Shuffle 1 card, and if you do, shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. Wow, strong. So this is a deck card that's really cool actually. Once per turn you can special summon 1 Draco Slayer monster from your deck in defense position, but it cannot be used as material for synchro summon. Yep, that's cool. Okay, so it does have to do with pendulums a little bit. That's cool actually. I like that. Must first special summon from your extra deck by tributing the above cards you control. 1 Draco Slayer pendulum monster. Do we have that even? Oh boy, all these extra deck plays. You can imagine why people in ranked duels could take actually a little bit longer. You actually have to know all of these things. Of course, you read through all of these before you enter the battle, but still at that time you will have to consider every option. Okay, let's just do what we initially thought without even considering the extra deck. Let's just go to the battle phase and hope that this card is not some crazy thing. So this card battles, your opponent can activate cards or effects until the end. That was that. Okay, so it actually went, no, it actually, okay, it went back to the extra deck, but this card actually allowed it to go back. Wait, oh, we cannot activate this card effect. Ah, good one. Good one. I see. Because we could not activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. So, and this was at the end of the damage step. Okay, so that's worded a little bit weird. I can see here it says until the end of the damage step. And that would mean that at the end of the damage step we could activate cards. Yeah, or not, I don't know. Maybe until, actually the word until includes the end of damage step, apparently. So, okay, yeah, then we cannot activate this card. That's such a pity. I would love to have shuffled one card from your opponent's hand into the deck, but alright, let's just go for a direct attack. And another direct attack. Yeah, we do not tribute one of our monsters, so none goes back to the extra deck and returns to our hand, unfortunately. Let's go to main phase 2. Do we forget anything? That's it, I guess. He also has, this is an 6, so it's for us basically, and he has 3, so he can Pendulum Summon. I don't know why he summoned this first, but okay, so he can tribute one other monster, activate one. This card can attack your opponent directly this turn. This card can make a second attack. Ooh. If you would be controlled, would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can destroy this card instead. Ooh, yeah, that's prevented. Ah, but this will be destroyed. Ah, that's such a pity. Don't we get to add a card to our hand? Trap Trick. Okay, so he does have quite a bit of attack. I should have added this card to the hand. I completely forgot about this effect, that we could not activate this card effect. Because then we could actually tribute monsters. But yeah, we're just gonna use Raigeki because we cannot deal with this monster otherwise. And Trap Trick, yeah, it's not gonna help us right now. Oh, okay, yeah, he can protect it, of course. But why does he have it? I don't understand. Why did we have that? Right? Once per turn, if a Dinomist card is added from the field to your extra deck, face up, add one of those cards to your hand. Why did that not happen? Okay, let's see. We can do this. 2 Pendulum monsters. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 Pendulum monster from your deck to your extra deck, face up. Okay. Once per turn, you can target one other face-up card you control, destroy it, then add 1 face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. If a card in your Pendulum Zone leaves the field, draw 1 card. You can only use this effect of once per turn. So that's a pretty good card, honestly. It suggests that it will just die to this card anyway. But I don't see really a lot of other options, honestly. Let's just go for it. Link summon Pendulum monsters. Yeah, I guess, by the way, I've kind of perhaps in these loner deck battles, I think all of the cards that they give us actually sync decently well with the deck that we have. They haven't been giving us super overpowered cards in those decks. Activate the effect of, yes, of course, we're gonna add 1 card to our hand. We would love to add the same monster. Resolve. Okay, so we would love to add Spino as well. You contribute 1. Yeah, but we can't Pendulum Summon. That's such a pity. Select. Yeah, then we can add it to our hand, right? Why can we not add the same monster to our hand? Wait, you can add from here once per turn. You can target 1 face card and add. Okay. Alright, let's add this card to the hand. And let's see if we can actually send. You can add. You can target 1 other face-up card you control, destroy it. Then add 1 face-up Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. Okay, so the way we want to play this. It's actually like we can get this Spinos on the field, but then we will just be suiciding against this monster. I guess that's fine though. Yeah, we will P-scale after. So let's use this effect, destroy this card. Add one pendulum monster. Use the effect? No, we're not gonna use. Not gonna protect it. We can add this card to our hand, right? Yeah, we still can't add use cards in the battle phase. That's a pity. So we can use the pendulum skill here. Then we can summon. No, I want to pendulum summon because if we summon, it will require tribute. Yeah, okay, thanks. I know that there was a confirmation screen. That's why I clicked. You must tribute one monster. Yeah, so no, we will not do this. We will pendulum summon. Select the monster's pendulum summon from our extra deck. Hold up. Why is it from our extra deck? Then I wouldn't have added this monster to the hand. Is it always from our extra deck? Why isn't it from the hand? Wait. We can only special summon 2 monsters. Why? I do not know. So it must special summon from your hand. So also, it's from your hand and extra deck. I have some things to learn here still, I feel. So okay. Oh, these from the extra deck must be at the locations of the link. Okay. That I understand. That I understand a little bit right now. So then we have this one, and this could be everywhere, basically. Alright. Also, and they get attack. Cool, that is completely fine. This is such a pity we can't use this effect. That's really a pity. But there's special summon. We still can do something here. Okay, then we yeah. Let's just. I just really, by the way, Burrow Sword Dragon. It sounds like such a random card, but yeah, I kind of made up my mind. It's in this extra deck you don't have super overpowered cards in my opinion, and I think all of these cards they work decently well with the deck at least. Otherwise I wouldn't be putting them in the deck. So I feel like we are free to use any of these cards. This is also a famous card, something that wants tokens or something. 2 machine monsters. If this if this card's link summon, you can activate the special summon 3 Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. Also, you cannot link summon for the rest of this turn. Okay. Once per turn, contribute up to 3 monsters, then apply one of these effects. Based on the number tributed. You contribute the tokens then, right? Let's draw one card on the field. Special summon 1 Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your deck. Add 1 trap from your graveyard to your hand. Decent, but not good enough. We have this one, 3 effect monster. So this is definitely not a monster that actually fits in this deck, but cannot be destroyed by battle. Okay, that's decent. Once per turn, quick effect. You can target 1 attack position monster, change to defense position. Also, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Okay, during each battle phase this turn. Your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. That's amazing. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Until the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to half that monster's current attack. And if it does, that monster's current attack is halved. Oh my god, I see why this card is so overpowered. And that's why we're gonna use it. Let's go. Do we need this monster still? Link summon, you can add 1 pendulum monster. This card's link summoned. Okay, so that happened. Once per turn, you can target 1 other face-up card you control, destroy it, then add 1 face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. But why would you want to? I currently don't see a reason. Because you could just pendulum summon from your oh yeah, okay, I do see a reason, because you want to use it as a pendulum skill. So that is a thing. Yeah, if a card in your pendulum summon leaves the field, draw 1 card. So that's also still here. So I think we still want this. Yeah, we still want this card. Let's just special summon the Burrow Savage Dragon. No, what is it? Sporol Sword Dragon, my bad. So it has 4 arrows. But it says 3 plus effect monsters. That's what I don't understand. So if you use the link 2, does it count as 2 monsters? It's gonna be experimenting here. So let's try to experiment with that. So if we use this monster, if we confirm it, then it will count for 2 link monsters. I don't want this monster gone, but let's try it. Treat this as 2 materials. If we click no, is it then just 1 material? I'm afraid. I don't want to mess this up, but also it's just like is it no and then just cancel the usage of it as material in general, or is it no and then just treat it as 1 material? This is all for finding things out, so I think we'll go with a no. And it's one material. Okay, cool. We had to test it, so then we have to use everything. So be it. Alright, you're on the field. That's fine. And all the other monsters ready to go to the graveyard, right? For link summons. Yeah, so they're all... no. Where are the other pendulum? Oh, they're here. Okay, so that's rather interesting. So we have here, once per turn, quick effect to target what attack position monster change to defense position. Also, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. That is completely fine. We will use the... we will just change this. Ooh, so it's negated. Okay, so it cannot make a second attack. That's no problem, because that's another effect. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effect in response to this card's activation. Oh, but he could negate it still. Oh yeah, no, he didn't do it in response. It basically in response to this guy just being destroyed, I guess. Okay, once per turn, when this card declares an attack on a face-up monster, you can activate this effect. Until the end of this turn, this card gains attack equal to half that monster's current attack, and if it does half that, it's such a good battle card. It's an amazing battle card. I love it. Battle. Let's attack, and of course we cannot activate the effect. That's a pity, but oh well, so be it. I completely forget it every time. Main phase 2 will set the trap trick. I'm curious what trap cards we have in the deck. So yeah, but this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Like, this is a really good battle card. Okay, let's see. Special summon one face of pendulum monster from your extra deck, or one pendulum monster from your graveyard. No, we're not gonna activate this thing. Dinomist Rex. What's up? In defense, of course, as you should. Your opponent succeeded in special summoning. Awesome. Face down. So he used this. Another Dinomist card you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can destroy this card instead. Which monster would be destroyed? What? About to enter her turn? Yeah, then I'm gonna activate this. Okay, so we only have one. Special summon one Dinomist monster from your deck, and if you do, it is unaffected by other cards' effects. Also destroyed during the end phase. Ooh, pretty good first part of the effect, but it is actually destroyed during the end phase, so... your opponent's oh, we can immediately activate this. Also, it can be activated this turn. Ah, okay, so that's what the trap trick says. Okay, but we don't want to activate it, thanks. We don't direly need it right now, so we'll be fine. Alright, Spinos, what's up? Then we will just Pendulum Summon and get all these monsters back, right? Or this points at... where do we see that? Here. 1, 2. Oh, so it only points at two locations. Okay. Yeah, so we can only Pendulum Summon 2 monsters. This effect's still amazing, but this card blocks us, so that's a pity. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can add one Dinomist card from your deck to your hand, so we're definitely gonna do that. Hoping that this card has low defense. I think Brachio. Don't control, you can special summon, so this is a normal monster. And then we also have this. Yeah, this is not a once per turn effect or something, so we can definitely... but we want the monster to be able to be tributed with the other effect. So I think it will be... yeah, oh, by the way... yeah, okay, so for this monster, by the way, sorry, it doesn't matter whether you have this monster and you don't want another monster of the same name, that doesn't really matter for that. So, yeah, and also from our hand. So you can basically from your extra deck and hand every time. So, face of attack position, because there are only 2 spots. Yes, okay, I feel like I understand this finally. Then we can activate this guy's effect. Oh wait, we can also activate this guy's effect. Once per turn, you can target one attack position to change to defense position. Also, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So, yeah, we can actually change to defense position this card. So let's activate it. Let's change this card to defense position. Of course, we're not gonna... nope, we're not gonna negate it either. We can use this card's effect, tribute... oh, this card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. So yeah, that's the thing that we want. We're gonna tribute this card. I kind of want to see what the trap card does, to be honest. You can tribute one other dinosaur, then activate one of these effects. Ah, you can do it again, and then you can also make it attack directly this turn? Could you do both? Is that really the case? wow, okay, I really want to test that, because if that's the case, then this is actually really powerful. It could attack twice and then also directly, and it has decent attack stats, 2500. So I'll just try that for. So yeah, we cannot use this, but you can use this. So we just have to distribute another Dynatus. Okay, let's do this as well. Chain. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that it's chained, honestly, but let's special summon. Yeah, we read through these all before. I really love Rex, but it has a battle phase effect. Honestly, these effect monsters are pretty good. I must say. Let's just, yeah, look, doesn't really matter. Let's just bring this monster out. Then we can actually go to the battle phase, and this card can attack directly. Yes, why not? Well, goodbye. Doesn't matter how many cards you have. Steam Dragon March. Okay, so I think we got a decent hang of this deck. It took a little while. I'm sorry if it took a little bit longer, but I think it's good to get a good understanding. And wow, now this deck is really strong. That's what I'd like to say. So this will be interesting to go up against. Okay, place Seals. So we read this card before. Nice, we have this now 3 times. This will be really interesting to go up against with our own deck. Blue Eyes White Dragon Ritual. Alright, let's see. We actually have the advanced ritual in the hand, and he starts. So if he puts a low defense monster in the. Ooh. No pendulum? No pendulum scales? Interesting. Trade in. Okay, let's start with trade in. Any response? Nope. I think we'll just send this to the graveyard. And we get another trade in. So let's special summon this card first. Showing the blue edge red dragon in our hand. Look at this. Let's use another trade-in. Big consistency booster, as you can see. Maybe even another. Oh no. Yeah, this is actually a really good hand. The cards that we drew, because now we can revive our beautiful Dragon Spirit in white, in white. Let's see. Off-white. Okay. Let's see which we can banish. I guess this one. Special summon one pendulum monster face up from your extra deck. Or graveyard. So this card wasn't gonna help him this turn. We would have should have banished that card, but I'm not sure if it is still an interesting card. Okay, so let's have this in attack. Yes, we're gonna activate this. We're gonna add the ritual spell to our hand, and then we have a pretty good, interesting combo in the hand. So let's try to use this. We're gonna send to the graveyard Blue Eyes White Dragon in face up attack position. So we had a pretty good first hand. I'm really sure if this will result in him still being able to come back from this or not. It all depends on what his face down cards are. Gonna send another Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Face up attack position, please. So I'm really curious what he has versus this amazing army, including Manju. So let's go. Battle. We're not gonna use this effect, by the way, because we want to do extra damage with our. Ooh, that's 4000 damage. Okay, any effect? Nope. Well, let's attack with this card. Okay, we have something. Special summon one Dinomist monster from your deck, and if you do it, it's unaffected by other cards effect. Okay, so that's really good, but unfortunately that won't help. Also destroyed during the end phase, so that's unfortunately not gonna help for him. Yeah, 2500. Dragon Spirit of White. Finish him. Steam Dragon March. Down the drain. Alright, so this was apparently incredibly easy, but we had a really good hand for what cards he drew. So, alright, let's see what we have. Brachion. So we are slowly getting all the Dinomist cards, I see. That looks honestly really cool. Alright, so some more scenario. Let's see. This time we direct our gaze to the land. Here a great many Dinomists can be observed, raising a great dust as they trample the earth. The Dinomist Ceratops and Dinomist Stegosaur. Nice. Hardly a competition. Theirs is closer to a patrol that protects the territory. Ceratops use sharp protrusions on their bodies to crush the boulders spewed by volcanic eruptions. making the land more suitable for their companions. Ah, that's so nice of them. Stegosaur's backs yeah, so these have actually spikes on the back. Stegosaur's backs are lined with fins, in shape of swords that monitor the surrounding climate. Fluctuations in temperature and wind velocity that pose potential danger to the land are sensed by those fins. Nice. In the unknown lands where the Dinomists live, there is one particularly perilous place, namely the Volcano Belt. Ooh. Herein, colossal creatures glare at each other, vying to be the boss of all Dinomists. Those are the Dinomist Spinos and Dinomist Rex. They both have really good effect, like they both have the tribute effect, so both convert their steam engines energy into electricity, and their power surpass that of other Dinomists. The two are rivals, but when a foreign enemy invades, they band together to protect their territory. That is their role as bosses. And so the Dinomists perform their symbiotic roles, and they coexist in the unexplored lands. Nice. I love it, man. It's almost like Pokemons to me. Really cool stories about all these creatures. Alright, so we got another set of orbs and a new card pack. So yeah, let's check it out. We're always gonna check it out, but likely again not really buying it. Yeah, so we have what kind of cards? Ignister. Oh, Ignister is in here because that also works with Pendulum cards, of course. And Dinomist monsters. Star power. Okay. Yeah, because this works. Ignister apparently is also in a Pendulum deck because the other Ignister had also Ignite. Nice, funny, cool name. I like it. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of the first half of this Dinomist saga or gate, I guess. New gate options are available. Let me guess. Yes. Okay. Gears of Justice. I will this time do it differently, and I will actually next episode do the Steam Dinosaurs of Uncharted Lands. And let's finish that first. Now that we actually are familiar with how the deck works and everything, I think that's also an easier watch for you guys. The thing that I want to mention is that I think that like we have to spend some of these orbs to open gates, but it's impossible to spend all of these gems. We only have even 4 times to spend something, so we cannot spend all of these gems. So we have gems left over. What is with that? What up with that? Or will there be more once we complete them all? Dum dum dum. Find out in the next episode of probably not the next episode, but let's see what the future brings. And I really hope you enjoyed, and let's see you in the next episode. Peace out.